Configured for flight.
T-minus 15, stand by for turn-on. 8.
Settings direction.
6.
'Hello, everyone. I am Travis Ogden, the Chief Executive Officer of Oola Global, and I'm here with Gina Stevenson, our Chief Sales Officer, and we have something very exciting to talk to you about tonight, right, Gina?
We sure do. Now, Travis, in your career, have you ever been more excited for a product launch?
You know what? I actually haven't. I've been part of a lot of product launches, many of them very exciting, but this one is very special because it is completely unique. It's unlike any other product I've been part of. And so I'm excited to use it personally, but I'm also excited to make the product available to people that I love that are around me and really just everybody. And so it is an exciting time to talk to people about this.
It's such an exciting time. In fact, I don't know if your phone has been anything like mine, but I have received so many messages through social media, through text, asking me, what is Oola? What are you working on? And them asking about, can I learn more? Are you getting those same types of messages?
You know what, I actually am, and I think it's a great point, because I think there are many people joining us this evening that are completely new to Oola and are on the line here to find out what we're about. What is this Oola thing? And then I know there's many others that are joining us that have been part of Oola for several years. We've got over 1 million people who have in some way interacted with Oola and participated in what we have to offer. And so for whoever you are in either camp, we're here to provide information to you that I think is going to be very valuable. And let me just take a minute real quick and just educate those people that are here for the first time in Oola about what we're about. And so the word Oola, just to begin with, is derived from the French word Oola, which you may have gathered. And it really is describing this state of being where your life is balanced and growing in the key areas of your life, like fitness, friends, family, your finances, your career, your faith. And so what we exist, the purpose we exist as a company, and actually I don't like saying company because in Oola, we're really more about people, we're about community. And so as a community in Oola, what we are really about is to make the world better by providing this lifestyle framework that helps individuals grow and balance their life and find purpose.
So whether you're here tonight because you've read one of the books authored by the Oola guys that are all 3 international bestsellers, or you've seen them speak live or attended their Oola Palooza, or maybe you're one of those people, much like our friends, that are just curious on this whole Oola community, you are at the right place at the right time. So we are really excited because we have Doctors Dave and Troy on the line waiting to join us from a very unique location. So we are excited because there is no one better to introduce the Oola lifestyle framework than Doctors Dave and Troy. Doctors, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Dave, the Oola Seeker, this guy right here. Dr. Troy, the Oola Guru. We're the Oola guys and hanging out with you tonight on a very special night to tell you about a very special product that we've been working on that we're so excited for all you to have. Now, this isn't a set. You will hear birds. You might hear loons. We're in northern Minnesota, Dr. Troy's lake cabin, sitting on the official chair I sat on 9 years ago when we wrote the first Oola book, and we took the Oola framework that when I applied it in my life, I found success in all 7 areas. When I drifted from that, I found myself at the bottom going through a bankruptcy and divorce and losing everything. And when I reapplied into my life started getting better. And the Oola Guru has used this framework his whole life to find balance, growth, and purpose in all 7 key areas. And we were sitting on this table, in this chair, putting the framework on paper.
Nostalgia.
9 years ago. And now, 2012, we wrote that thing, and now we're bringing it to you.
And it's crazy because, like, I'm in the midst of a remodel and I want to get rid of these chairs. He's like, "You can't get rid of these chairs." This is where we sat down with the same sounds of nature and actually reflected upon life and said, "Hey, we have something powerful here. We have something that not only took you from a dark spot, a bad chapter in your life, and you got your Oola back. It's helped me tremendously, and now, years later, it's helped countless people around the world by using this framework to create a life of more balance, growth, and purpose." And this day, we couldn't think of a better place. We're like, should we go to Cabo? Should we go to San Diego? Like, where should we go? And we decided to spend tonight here, back where it started, back in this moment where we were 2 guys just trying to share this thing that we felt made us better guys by having a life by design instead of waking up and living a life by default. So many of us wake up every day and let life happen to us. And we did this thing where we sat down as a group of guys and we reflected upon life. And we said, where are we in the 7 key areas of fitness, finance, family, field, which is a career, faith, friends, and fun? Where do we want to go? And most importantly, what do we want for our life? Like, not what someone else wants for our life, but what are our unique goals and plans for our life?
But really what this is all about, and this is when we sat down to put this framework on paper and put it into a book, it's all about you. This is 1,000,000% about you living your best life, whether you're struggling with your finances and you want to get that under control and be debt free. If you're struggling in your key relationships, if you're struggling with finding a job and finding your true purpose and really finding a job that you love, if you're finding that you're struggling in your faith walk, struggling with having fun in life, struggling with toxic friends, what are you struggling with that's holding you back and not allowing you to live your best life? That's what this framework is for, is to help you understand where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And what we're going to talk to you about today is that this whole process of sitting here in 2012, putting this framework, where you are in the 7 key areas, where you want to go and how are you going to get there, the blockers that get in the way when you struggle with fear and guilt and self-sabotage and laziness, and embracing the accelerators like gratitude, love, passion, wisdom, taking all of that we worked on for years, putting that all into a book. And now today being able to say we've taken the book, the years of the book, and going around the country and around the world, sharing this book with so many people, the years of driving the 1970s VW bus across the country and collecting dreams of people and saying, what do you want for your life? What are your dreams and goals? And reconnecting people to their dreams, and all the Oola Paloozas across the country that we have done, and really taken the events, the tour, and the book tour and the book itself, wrapping all that content, wrapping that framework into a product that you can use to really live the life of your dreams.
Because when we wrote that book years back, we were simply laying out a framework that we knew worked for us. But once the book took off and we got on the road on that Oola bus, and that Oola bus, if you haven't seen it yet, it's this 1970s VW bus. And what we did is once we saw the framework working in our own life, we wanted to meet people one by one and reconnect them to a dream. Because again, we're living life by default. People have lost sight of their dreams, and they've lost joy, and they've lost the pursuit, the passion of something to pursue. And we're like, hey, if we could just go around the world, go around city to city, state to state, and say, hey, you have been designed by God for something amazing. Why are you settling for ordinary? What is that one thing that lights you up? And we would watch people transform in that moment from I really don't know to a twinkle in their eye. Like, that is that thing that I've lost sight of. But man, if this could happen, if this one thing could happen, my life would be radically transformed. And we did that. And we saw people shift. And that's what we're talking to you about tonight, because we also saw on the road the problems. We also saw the reality, the statistics of the world we're living in the 7 key areas. Obesity is out of control statistically. And not only now in our lives, but in our children's lives. Financially, debt is at a new all-time high, even pre-2008 levels, with student loan debt being the next crisis. Families are being broken up. 55% of first marriages ending in divorce. Faith is being removed from everything. 50 to 80% of us drive to a job we hate every day. No one's having fun anymore. I mean, just imagine. This is what we saw. We saw people waking up on Monday morning, driving to a job they hate, coming home to a spouse they can't stand, often picking up nutritionless food through a window on the way home, facing a stack of bills they can't pay. And we're wondering why, as a culture, we're unhappy and unfulfilled. It doesn't have to be that way. And that's really the whole point of us hanging out here tonight with you, is we saw on the road, we saw the twinkle when we reconnect people to their purpose, but we also saw the pain of the bell part of the curve of the world living in this statistical analysis of struggle. And it just doesn't have to be that way. And we know the framework is the way out.
And really, there's just a different way to live. I mean, you can live differently. If you're struggling in your finances or your family life, or you're struggling with not finding purpose in your job or your faith walk or health concerns, there's a better way. And we've seen that. Now, when I sat here in 2012 and I followed Oola for a long time, and when I drifted from Oola, lost everything. And in 2012, when I was sitting here putting the framework on paper to be the first book, Oola, Find Balance, Unbalanced World, I wanted to do that because I wanted to help people. I said, I can take this framework that worked for me. We can put this into a book, get this to people, and it can help people. But I would have never known, I would have never guessed that over the last so many years since the book has gone out, we've been on tour in Oola Palooza across the country, sharing Oola around the world, that it would have impacted over 1 million people in 43 countries. And now it's like, how can we now get that framework, that simple framework, into a format that can go global instantly and really truly help change your life, just like it's changed so many other lives around the world.
Well, think about that. Think what you just said. In 2012, we started it with a sheet of, actually we had a computer, like notes and a computer. And now 1 million people in 43 countries. And we want that next person to be you. But in order for it to be you, how do we get to you? Like, we were driving the bus, sometimes 200 people at a Barnes & Noble, sometimes 1 person at a coffee shop, or 3 people at a gas station. I mean, that was our mission. We knew we had something special. We knew we had this thing that if we got your attention and we got you to understand that you are designed for something great, and there was a framework that could move you toward a life of meaning, toward a life of purpose, toward a life of balance, toward a life of personal growth, and it's simple to follow. How do we get that to you? Whether do we hand you a book? The event of the things we did, it's all powerful. We do videos on social media, but we knew that this framework was the most powerful piece. Well, not everyone has thousands of dollars to fly to a private event and get a hotel. And in fact, when we were on the road in the Oola bus, that was the most shocking part is as we looked people in the eye and we met them in their hometowns and we talked to them about life and living a better life, we realized quickly that the people who need Oola the most can afford it the least. And that's where we got serious. We said, hey, the first 7 years of Oola, we were able to impact millions with this message, and that's amazing. But we said in the next 7 years, we want to impact 1 billion. Well, one of the things, the struggles we had in that is like, how do we go from 1 million to 1 billion? We can do 1 million with Facebook and tours and events and a bus. How do we do 1 billion? And the big piece was a very simple system that's affordable. That was the piece, the affordable piece, because we knew if people could come to the event, they would be transformed. If people had the ability to hire a private coach, these things can cost thousands of dollars. So that's where that was the genesis of this lifestyle framework in a digital format that's available globally.
Now, before we get into the product, your year of transformation was just going to help you live a life of balance, growth, and true purpose. Let's meet some people that have gone through the framework for themselves and completely transformed their lives.
Hi, I'm Gina from Phoenix, Arizona. With the Oola Lifestyle Framework, I've been able to end a 20-year toxic friendship. I've also been able to create a fully funded emergency fund for my family. And most importantly is I've been able to and continue to work through fear and self-doubt and self-worth issues. So I am forever grateful.
Hey, how you doing? My name is James. I live in Prosper, Texas, a little outside of Dallas, and I'm just so thankful for everything the Oola guys and this Oola lifestyle framework has done for me over the last year. It's really allowed me to have the closest relationship I've ever had with my faith, and I walk in it every single day, and it's part of every decision that I make. It never was like that before. And then also, I found the love of my life. The person that I can go to that loves me for who I am today and who I am becoming. And it's just been an amazing journey. I can only imagine what's going to happen as more and more people get access to this framework. So I hope that you find the same exact type of success in whatever area you need to improve. And I'm just so grateful for everything Oola has done for us.
Hi, I'm Michelle from Perth, Western Australia. Thanks to Oola and the Green Gap Principles, I paid off $52,000 in 52 weeks. Oola helped me stay accountable to my goals, and I've lost 34 kilos and I'm now at goal weight. The Oola framework has changed my life. It can change yours too.
Hi, I'm Jessica Jukri. I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Oola helped my husband and I pay off $81,000 in debt, improve our marriage and our family life, and also helped us in our businesses. We're super grateful for the framework that Oola teaches, and we look forward to hitting goals and dreams in the future.
Hi, my name's Debbie and I'm from San Diego, California. Using the Oola framework, I paid off over $78,000 worth of debt in 1 year, and I also lost over 120 pounds. I'm so thankful for Oola and all it's given to my life.
Hey there, Sean here from Forest Hill, California, and with the Oola framework, I lost 45 pounds, reconnected and strengthened my faith, and now I found purpose in helping others live their best Oola life. I'm so thankful for the Oola framework.
Hi, I'm Kelly from Carlsbad, California, and using the Oola framework, my husband and I paid off over $300,000 in student loan debt. We've gotten closer with our families, and we run to the beach at lunch every day. We are forever grateful for Oola and the Oola framework.
My name is James from Northern California, and through the Oola framework, I was able to find a life of balance and purpose. My relationship with my wife has never been better. My friendships have never been more meaningful, and my career has never been so laser focused.
This is what is so amazing about the Oola Lifestyle Framework is there's literally millions of people around the world who have used the framework to change their own lives. And I know for me on the bus, I want to know from you what your favorite Oola story is from the bus. And I know there's many, but for me, it was we were in Florida. We were traveling across Alligator Alley in Florida, and we're driving the Oola bus. It's hot, it's sweaty. We're driving the Oola bus 50 miles an hour across Alligator Alley. And there's a guy that came up beside us, and he did the roll down the window thing. We rolled it down, and he's like, "What is Oola?" He was like screaming at us through the bus, "What is Oola?" And you said, what did you say? It's hope. Like,
yeah,
it's hope.
I know, just like a piece, kind of. It's all. It was one of these drive-bys, so it was just like a feel-good sign. I remember this, by the way,
and it was like, cool, like we got it, cool. And we drove on, and I was on Facebook Live at the time. We drove on. All of a sudden, this guy came up again, and he was like trying to force us to pull over. He was on the side of the road. We're like, okay, this could be bad. We don't know how this is going to end. We pull over. This guy comes up to us, and he goes, "I Googled you," and he goes, "I need what you have. My life is jacked up."
Big burly guy,
and he's like, "I need Oola." And you grabbed him a sticker, and you said, "Hey, you're designed for something amazing. You have to just write down where you want your life to go and start this process." And this big burly guy that jumped out of this big truck that we thought we were probably going to get murdered on the side of the road in Alligator Alley, literally with tears in his eyes, wrote down that he wants to be a better man and start his journey to finding his true purpose. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about for you. That's what it's about for the people that you just watched. And that's what it's about for us as we share this new product, this program, this year of transformation around the globe to help people truly find their true purpose.
And if you ever want to question our commitment to changing a world with a word, this word called Oola, drive a 70s bus in the summer in Florida without air conditioning. If you ever want to see what commitment looks like to a cause of changing the world with a word, it was no air conditioning in Florida in, I think it was June. It was toasty. But actually, that's a great memory. I remember the one, and this story, if ever I get challenged in our big mission to have a positive impact on 1 billion lives over the next 7 years, because that's what tonight's about. That's what hanging out with you is about. It was the very first part of the tour. So this bus, if you haven't seen it yet, started off as a blue bus in Southern California, off the coast of San Diego, Coronado. And we just had this crazy idea once this started to gain momentum, Oola, It comes from Oola. Like, that's what it feels like. And people are like, hey, if you connect to your dreams, you get balance in the 7 key areas. It's Oola. We thought we'd grab our teenage sons and fulfill one of our dreams of taking a slow trip, which is the only way you can go in a bus, this 58 horsepower, up to PCH. It was epic. So we had our teenage sons. We're rolling
Best
through.
trip ever.
So
Best
cool.
trip ever.
So cool. Everything we thought of being more. But we didn't really have a vision. Now the bus is 27 layers of handwritten dreams. Back then, it just was an idea, just a crazy idea. We roll through LA and go up through Malibu, and we're stopping along the way, meeting people, collecting their dreams. It's so fun. I can still remember it. But when we got south of Santa Barbara, we had our teenage sons. We hadn't taken a break, and they could see the ocean out of the left-hand side of the bus. And the sun was beginning to set, and they're like, guys, this is awesome. We had the music loud. We've been rolling, collecting dreams, but can we go over there? So we pull the bus into this state park. And as we roll the bus in, we're barely in park. They've got the door slid open, and they're dashing to the surf. And they run in and are playing in the ocean. At the same time, we look to the right, and you remember this, right?
Totally.
And
there's amazing.
I can picture it like I was still there. And there's this beautiful couple, 2 little girls, and a professional photographer with the sun setting behind them over the Pacific Ocean over their shoulder. And it just looked like that Pinterest moment, that beautiful picture forever. And as they finished the pictures, our kids were still playing in the ocean. They come up to the bus, and this bus looks crazy. This bus looks wild. They're like, what is this? At this point, the bus looked like it had chicken pox. It wasn't 27 layers of just random dreams from San Diego to Santa Barbara. And they're like, what's this about? We're like, hey, we want to in this busy, chaotic world, we get disconnected from our dreams. What's your dream? We'd be honored to give you a Sharpie and a sticker and carry your dream with us if you go make it happen, because a better you makes a better family, a better world, and a better community. That's why we're going to change the world with this word. And this super smiley gal grabs a family sticker, goes to the other side of the bus, comes back, she goes, hey guys, man, love what you're about, love your vibe, love what you're doing, do more of it, the world needs it. So we're pretty excited. We got another dream. They bolt out in their car, and you know what we do? What would you do in this moment? Well, of course, you go and see what they wrote on the sticker. So we run like 2 little kids to the back of the bus, and we stare at it, and it says, I want to be strong enough through my stage 4 cancer to see my girls become women. And we went from everything stopped. Like we waved the kids up, we got on the bus, we turned the music off, and we headed north. And it was at that moment that we realized the power of Oola in someone's life. Like, think about that she, arguably facing the biggest challenge anyone could face, is doing it with strength and with dignity and in a way that could inspire anyone to overcome anything they could face. And that's when we knew we had something special. That's when we knew that if we did nothing else the rest of our life, and that was the only thing we did, was use that to inspire other people, we were onto something. And that and the stories you heard from people we met on tour, if you Google Oola and you'll see other stories of people who have been transformed with this framework, is why we're here with you today. We want this available to everyone, not people who just by serendipity happen to be at the same state park at the same time and 2 crazy guys come up. No, or you happen to be able to afford an event on a certain date and get work off. We want this available to everyone. And we have committed everything we've got, like our greatest hits, all of our best content, all of our best information from our 3 best-selling books, from all of our live events, from years of teaching this, not just in the US, but around the world. And we compress this in a way that everyone can understand and everyone can get results.
Here's the biggest thing. This is 1,000,000%. You're here for you. And we're here for you. And that's what this is all about. If I look at the gal we met in California, the guy we met in Alligator Alley, the people that you just heard about that have used Oola in their own lives, and my own life in 2012, sitting here years ago, with a notebook and with a computer and saying, there's this framework, 7 key areas of life you need to balance and grow. There are these blockers that get in the way that hold you back. Guilt. You probably struggle with guilt or self-sabotage or self-love, loving yourself, or fear or anger, laziness, or you need to embrace more gratitude, self-love, loving others, passion, wisdom, integrity. You need to embrace those. That's what the framework is designed to do. The framework is designed to find where you're being held back, where you feel like you can't break through, where you feel like your life just isn't going the way you want it to go, and help you break through and push through that. So we have taken, when Troy said we want to impact 1 billion people in the next 7 years, we knew we had to make this fully digital, which we did. We had to make it very affordable, which we did. But we also knew that we had to make it customizable. We had to make it different than anything that exists in personal development. We had to take this framework and make it customizable for you. So that you, as you go through the process, or I go through the process, or Troy, or anybody we meet, or anybody you know goes through this program, this year of transformation, the program changes as you're going through it. So each person gets a different lesson, a different breakthrough experience, a different personalized path to help them on their way to their Oola life. One of my other favorite stories from the bus is when we were driving through Wisconsin. And
I just thought about that when you said it's unique.
we were driving through Wisconsin. We're on our way to Minnesota. We had a book signing in Minneapolis. And on Twitter, a teacher reached out to us on Twitter and said, can you come by our school in Wisconsin? We looked. It was about 20 miles off the road. So, about an hour with the bus. You never know what happens with the bus. We're on 3 engines and steering wheels fall off. About an hour, we said, let's do this. So we decided, last minute, we're like, let's turn left. Let's go down this road and let's go to this school in Wisconsin. And they want the bus for their kids. So we pull up. We never know what we're going to see when we pull up with Oola. We pull up. And as we pull up in the chain link fence with red Solo cups in Wisconsin, of course, red Solo cups, it says the word Oola. We're like, that's cool. They whipped that together quick. I mean, that was just an hour ago. We talked to them. But then we pulled up and they said, come with us. And they took us through the school onto this stage. They opened the curtain in the cafeteria, and there's probably 400, 500, 600 students, 1st through 6th grade, sitting in front of us on the floor.
Paying attention, which was
totally paying attention.
Pretty impressive.
And we started off with do you know what Oola is? That was the first question you asked. And this little kid, all of them raised their hand. But Troy gave the kid the mic, and the kid said something very special. He said, Oola is like a fingerprint or a snowflake. Everyone is different. Everybody's Oola is different. And when he said that, I looked up at the wall behind these sea of kids, and I saw Oola Wall of Awesomeness on their cafeteria wall with about 400 or 500 individual drawings of what their Oola was, what makes them unique, what makes them special in the 7 key areas of life, what are their dreams and goals. And we left that completely transformed because we're like, Oola is a fingerprint. It is a fingerprint. It is a snowflake. It's different for everybody, but this product truly brings that out. Because as you go through this digital product that customizes for you, first time ever in personal development history, that a program that you're going through customizes itself as you're going through it. So you get individualized coaching, individualized care through this program is just profound.
And I mean, it was in that moment I realized that I think as a culture, in fact, I believe this to my core, that we've been punked. We've been punked in believing that if we go to this school, get that job, live in this neighborhood, take these trips, we're going to be happy. You are really living someone else's dream. Maybe it was your parents. Maybe it was a school counselor. Maybe you Googled how much money does this job pay, but you find yourself in a path of default. And then you wake up when you're 30, 40, or 50, and you're unhappy because you're not where you're supposed to be. Like your purpose is over here with your unique goals, skills, gifts, and abilities are over here, but the path of default took you here, and it's that gap is the pain that you're feeling because it's the separation from who you're designed to be. And as deep as that sounds, these kids get it. These kids get that we're unique. We're created this way for a reason. We love different things. We have different passions and different interests. We have different skill sets. And that's what this program does. That's what's so cool. I grew up in an age where if you wanted personal development, you bought a set of, I even remember cassette tapes. You remember those things?
I remember cassette tapes.
They're like they're in a museum now, I think, like in the Smithsonian. But then it went to like DVDs where I don't care, man, woman, kid, interest, everyone got the same stuff, right? That is what's so disruptive about the Oola Lifestyle Framework is it's self-learning. We get to know you through this step-by-step framework, and we start to see your blind spots. And then we provide the content to overcome the things that have stopped you in the past. It's beautiful and it's affordable, and we've made it just for you.
So let's start right here. First of all, you're designed for greatness and a purpose. You have this amazingness inside you. Let's start with that at the base. Now, I want you to look at your life and say, all right, would my life be better if my finances were better? If I had less stress about money? If that's a check, this program's for you. Would my life be better? Would I have less stress and more balance if I had less debt? Check, this program's for you. If you go to the category of fitness and say, man, I would have less stress. When I put my feet on the floor in the morning and I rise up and I go get my day, I would have less stress if I was healthier, mentally, emotionally, physically healthier. I need more balance around the category of fitness. Programs for you. If you say, I have toxic friends, I have drama, I compare myself to others on social media, it holds me back, check. This program's for you. If you look at this and say, I really need to re-engage my faith walk. I need to have more fun in my life. I really need to work on my marriage instead of working on my divorce. I need to re-engage with my family, my kids. I need to build healthy boundaries. I need to start working through past guilt. I need to start working through fear of success, fear of failure. I need to start working through self-doubt. I need to start working through self-sabotage, start finding more self-time and self-love. Check. This program's for you. That's what it does. It fully customizes for you. So that's what we're here for you tonight is we are launching globally this framework that you can instantly have on your computer and start working through the process of finding more balanced growth and purpose in your life.
And this is our ask as we hang out tonight is that this is your turn. I mean, we want you, like we are asking you to join us on this because we have a really, really big dream. Our dream is to change the world with a word. The very first sticker, when we were talking about the bus starting off the coast of San Diego on the island of Coronado, the very first sticker is on the driver's side handle, now 26, 27 layers deep, and it says to change the world with a word. And we said if we could do that over right now, if we could go peel that back, we would add one word, and that's the word together with you. Because if we're going to fulfill our dream to have a positive impact, like make a dent, like a positive dent in the world, on a positive impact on a billion lives over the next 7 years, it's going to involve you. Your role is simply this. It's simply this. Engage in the framework. Become a better version of you. As you become a better version of you without even trying, you're going to put off a light that's going to inspire the people you love the most, your family, to change too. And that makes a better family, a better community, and ultimately a better world.
We've made this completely affordable for you, so there's no, but wait, and hold on, and there's this. We are in the cabin. This is where it all started. It's not a fake set. The birds you hear are real. We are here to say that you are designed for greatness and a purpose. Life has taken many of us sideways and put us through struggles. I know I went through that when I lost everything, when I wasn't following the framework, and I know what life feels like when I re-engaged and found my life of balanced growth and purpose, what we call your Oola life, and I want every one of you to feel the same way.
Yeah, and the only pitch I'm going to give you, just we're that confident that it's so worth the product, is 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get, because we know what you're going to get through, you're going to get through the Design My Life Blueprint, where you actually set goals in the 7 key areas.
You design your life.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. So you get to design your life, and you will be starting the breakthrough experience. You will actually get once a week content for 4 weeks, where we've learned what's been holding you back in the past, and we've given you the content to overcome that. So if you get that far through the content, we're confident you're going to continue on and have a year of transformation. If not, a full money back guarantee, no questions asked.
Love it. I can't wait to see you on the other side when you start to design your life, start to go through all the breakthroughs and get on your personalized path to your year of transformation. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Here we go. Changing the world with the word starts with you.
Welcome back, everyone. And I'll just say, wow, wasn't that incredible to be able to participate virtually with Dr. Dave and Dr. Troy in the Oola Guru's cabin, where it all started 9 years ago. Really fun to hear their stories and what they've done since then, driving a bus across the country, collecting dreams. Who does that, right? I mean, that just speaks to, you know, how much they care about this message and getting it out there. And so we're excited to get it into your hands. And I'll just say, you know, so many people wait until like January 1st to start and pursue new goals. And by February, most of those goals are out the window. I would encourage you to not wait, to start living your life by design now, not even tomorrow, like start tonight. And to facilitate that, I would encourage you, so many of you have been invited to this event from someone else. I would encourage you first and foremost to contact that person that invited you and have them help you on getting started and joining this community. If you were not invited to this event by someone else, there's a button below. You can simply click the enroll button and it will take you to a page that will walk you through that process on how to join our community. So either way, we're excited to have you join us because we think we have something very incredible to offer.
We definitely have something very incredible to offer. And I want to walk you through, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with our Oola Lifestyle Framework, exactly what you're going to receive in this year of transformation. But I want to make sure, Travis, everyone stays on to the very end because we have a very special gift from the Oola guys that's valued at over $500. Now, let's talk about the Oola Lifestyle Framework. Your year of transformation is broken into 3 phases. That first phase is the Design My Life Blueprint. And this is a self-paced program that really helps you identify the stresses in your life. Now, this program in and of itself would cost you hundreds of dollars at a mastermind or a coaching group. This is included in your year of transformation program. Phase 2 is your breakthrough experience. And these are customizable 12-week programs. And what I love about this is your whole year of transformation is broken up into 12-week segments. This is incredible. These are designed for you. So what I love, Travis, if you and I have 2 different goals for the year, our coursework is not the same. It has been specialized based on how you have answered your questions, how I've answered mine, and how you at home have answered yours. And last but not least, our phase 3, this is our personalized path. And it's exactly what that says, a personalized path utilizing your blueprint, helping you break through those roadblocks and taking you out of that place that maybe you've been struggling and helping you guide you along that Oola lifestyle framework so you can have your best life. But what I am actually, one of the things I'm most excited about that users of the Oola lifestyle framework have access to are our quarterly Oola summits. I am so excited about this. Now, Oola summits are free, and they include workshops and trainings by the Oola guys and those within our Oola communities. Now, I want you to make sure that you mark your calendars for Saturday, September 18th, as this is our inaugural Oola Summit. Now, it's most likely coming to a city near you, but don't worry. If you haven't already found your local Oola community, 1, we can help with that, but 2, you can stream this free event straight into your home.
I love that. And I'm looking forward to the first Oola Summit and participating in that personally as well. Just to remind everyone and bring it home here with this product, with this framework and everything we're talking about is all about this purpose, which is to positively impact 1 billion lives in the next 7 years. And what we've done in terms of making this accessible to everyone is we've made the price point such that the masses can access it. I've personally been a student of personal development for the last 15 or 20 years. I truly believe in the value there. The challenge is so often that the majority of people can't access content and personal development content because of the price tag. And so what we've done with this digital product is packaged it in a way where it's scalable and accessible to what I believe to everyone. And so from a pricing standpoint, first of all, to join our community, there's no fee to join. It's free. The first month's product, including the Design My Life Blueprint, is $77. And then the subscription every month thereafter is $47. And I love what you said, Gina, about it being customized to each individual. That's so cool that it's customized to what my journey is, and that's different than yours. And that's part of the value of this program. Now, if you're wondering whether or not that value is truly there, let me just put your mind at ease, because we are also offering, and this isn't a special offer, this is permanent, a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you join the community, pay the $77 for the first month's subscription, which includes the Design My Life Blueprint, and if you're not happy or satisfied for whatever reason, we will refund your money. Again, so that 30-day guarantee is there for you.
And this is a strong testament to how we feel this product is going to impact your life. So for those of you that are maybe sitting at home right now and you're going like, gosh, I really want to do this, but I'm not too sure. Travis, the Oola guys have given us the green light to offer a very special bonus. So for those that are already utilizing the Oola Lifestyle Framework, and for those that join tonight, you will receive an invitation from Dr. Dave and Dr. Troy for the Green Gap Mastermind valued at $500. Now, this is their most popular training, and it's designed to help you master your finances, to become debt-free, to invest in your future, and to have a little fun along the way, because Travis, who does not like to have a little fun along the way?
Well, fun is a big part of the Oola culture. It's actually one of the 7 F's of the Oola lifestyle framework. And so we're all about fun. And we'll just close it out here, Gina, and say, we hope all of you join us, not just in the fun, but in everything. Come to our community, add value to what we already have, and participate in what we're offering. We are excited to have you on board. We're excited to hear about your journey, your stories. And until then, until we see you at an Oola Summit or some other way, we invite you and we just say, be grateful, have faith, and go get your Oola life. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.